Beyond the mapped spiral, a world floats like a question. Aerolith, where land learned to fly and storms keep ancient secrets. We begin our descent into the hollows of airborne continents. Watch closely, the sky here remembers everything. From above, the planet looks like a living storm, veins of light threading the clouds. The atmosphere is thick, heavy with charged breath and wandering currents. Below those ribbons of lightning, whole islands drift like leaves. Aerolith's weather is not noise, it is a mechanism, an engine of life. We plunge through layers of vapor, each sheet a world of its own. Light fractures into colors you cannot name. Shadows of drifting continents pass like migrating whales. Here, the air itself is an ocean, and we are diving into its depths. Islands cluster as if tethered by an unseen hand. Water spills into sky and vanishes, claimed by the atmosphere. Roots bind rock to roots, and life clings to the rim. This archipelago is a suspended garden of endurance. On the edges of these isles, life moves like liquid. Tiny flyers harvest mist and light, weaving through roots. Their song is the ambient hum of survival here. Even the smallest creature is tuned to the planet's breath. Scattered among the roots, ruins hang like questions. Stonework that remembers hands long gone, etched in bronze. Something built here before the haulers learned to tether. The past clings to the islands like lichen to rock. Auroras thread the sky, feeding the tethered roots below. Where light touches vine, life ignites in bloom. These currents are not mere weather, they are nourishment. Aerolith's sky is a circulatory system of light. On the rim of the islands, cities grow like corals of wood and brass. The haulers craft architecture that breathes with the wind. Tethers anchor homes to currents, not to earth. Their world is a fragile net of careful balance. Markets drift from tether to tether, a skyborne bazaar of trade. The haulers barter in light and wind, not gold and hunger. They harvest crystals that hum with the planet's pulse. Here, even commerce is a weathered ritual. They do not mine stone, they coax it to sing. Crystals are living archives here, humming with stored storm. Skilled hands read their pulses and harvest what the sky offers. Each crystal is a heartbeat of Aerolith itself. When the crystals awaken, the city breathes with them. Energy flows through its lattice like blood through veins. Each pulse ignites towers, bridges, and sails of the haulers. Their architecture is alive, a symphony of light and wind. Bridges span not oceans, but currents of air and silence. Their tethers hum with the weight of generations. Every crossing is a negotiation with the wind itself. Here, travel is never taken for granted. Storms are gods here, fast, deliberate, and watching. Each one carves the rhythm of survival. The haulers don't resist them. They listen and move accordingly. Their lives are timed to thunder's breath. They rise into the tempest not as prey, but as kin. Their hulls pulse with the same current as the storm. To navigate the air is to speak the planet's native tongue. The haulers have mastered that ancient dialect. Within the storm, the world narrows to pulse and flash. Guidance comes from rhythm, not sight. Crystals hum the map of safe passage. The storm and ship become one beating heart, and they're moving within the thunder of the elder giants. Air leviathans, ancient custodians of the upper clouds, they feed on lightning, weaving storms through their passage. To the haulers, these are living myths, the breath of Aerolith itself. In rare moments, leviathan and ship drift together, two species bound by shared current and breath. Their resonance stabilizes the storm's fury. In that hum of harmony, survival becomes communion. Through cloud and chaos, they breach into serenity. The storm dissolves beneath them like a memory. Above lies the calm domain of frozen light. This is where Aerolith reveals its quiet face. From this height, Aerolith seems endless, a patchwork of drifting kingdoms stitched by light. The haulers will descend soon, guided by the Leviathan's path. But for a moment, they float between worlds, still infinite. Home returns through the mist, a living constellation. Each platform glows like an ember in the waking dawn. The haulers descend not to land, but to belonging. The air itself carries them home. Their cities never sleep, they drift and adapt. Life here is movement, not permanence. Each task is performed in rhythm with the wind. Harmony is their form of architecture. Before they can walk, they learn to float. The sky teaches balance, patience, surrender. Each fall becomes a lesson in grace. In Aerolith, gravity is only a suggestion. They reap from clouds, not soil. Their crops drink light and breathe vapor. Every harvest glows like captured dawn. Abundance here is measured in illumination. Words fade in the wind, so they speak in light. Each color carries emotion, memory, and will. Conversations ripple through the misted sky. Their language is a living aurora. Here, memories are not written, they are grown. Crystals record emotion through resonance. The past is kept alive as living light. To forget is impossible in elders commune with the storms. Memory. Each breath draws energy from the sky's pulse. They believe thought itself can bend the wind. Their wisdom hums in the silence between strikes. When night descends, they offer light to the wind. Lanterns drift as prayers into the endless mist. Each flame carries a whisper for the departed. The darkness never truly wins here. They grow between two heavens, one above of stars, one below of storms. Wonder becomes their inheritance. In them, Aerolith's future quietly breathes. The floating hollows sleep, suspended in eternity. Lights flicker like heartbeat beneath the stars. This is Aerolith, the breath between storms, a place where the sky grows thick and memory turns to storm. Here whispers linger, remnants of the first covenant. The hollers call it the depth below. They say the first Leviathan died to give the sky shape. Its bones became anchors for drifting lands. The storms pulse in rhythm with its heart long gone. Even death here still breathes. They sang to the storm until it sang back. Voices woven into thunder, rhythm born of fear and faith. From that harmony came balance. The first bond between creature and sky. From the storm's heart rose a being of pure motion, neither beast nor god, but breath made visible. They called it the sky. Its voice still trembles through every gale, so they gave part of themselves to the storm, a covenant sealed in light, not in words. In return, the sky granted them its strength. The haulers became children of thunder. Every storm they face recalls that first exchange. The covenant still echoes through their veins. To them, thunder is not wrath, it is ancestry. The past lives on in each pulse of light, but the sky remembers balance through chaos. When calm lingers too long, the tempest returns. A living storm older than the haulers themselves. It comes not to destroy, but to remind. Their defenses hum with ancient rhythm. Energy weaves through the architecture like blood. Every storm becomes a ceremony of endurance. The covenant demands both fear and faith. Inside the heart of every storm lies stillness, a brief pause where the world holds its breath. In this weightless moment, they remember who they are, the children of the hollow skies. And when the light returns, so does life. The storm feeds the sky as rain feeds the rootless trees. Every wound becomes a new reflection. Aerolith breathes again. Morning drifts across Aerolith like forgiveness. The air tastes new. The clouds whisper softer hymns. The storm's memory lingers, a heartbeat in the mist. Renewal rises where ruin might have been. Sometimes the past crosses the light unseen. A shadow, a whisper, a promise kept. The Sky Father still drifts above them unseen yet near. Guardianship has no end in Aerolith. The haulers weave their history anew. Lightning sealed in glass becomes story, becomes truth. They archive storms like poets collecting tears. Every spark is another line in their sky's song. Day bows to the horizon, leaving glimmers behind. The city breathes a long, quiet sigh. In the rhythm of fading light, peace is found. Aerolith dreams between worlds once more. From the void Aerolith shines fragile yet eternal. A symphony of storms, a cradle of light. Its hollows echo with the voices of wind-born souls. Thus ends the first chronicle of the far civilization.